Hey, everybody. Okay, won't let me do that. All right, good evening, everybody. It is about 7:45 Central Standard Time, guys. It's been a long couple of days. It's been a long couple of weeks. A lot going on in the house, at the job, sitting in my office right now. Been extremely busy, but of course, make sure that when you come in here, you let me know where you are checking in from. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that I might say. And as always, guys, please share this with other people, tag anybody who might needs to see this. Now, guys, those of you that know me know that when I go live, majority of the time I have structure. My camera's crooked. I have structure and everything, and I don't just go live just to necessarily go live, right? But I have my notes because I'm getting more into the habit of writing my notes and things like that. And I just wanted to talk about how, guys, I love the plant. So, I'm loving these metaphors and stuff that I've been coming up with. But I want to talk about how I went from planting a seed to cultivating a full-blown business. Now, many of you know I do own a home-based business in travel, and I help other people do it. And, one of the things about it is like, it's just like when it comes to planting, building a successful business doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't just sprout because you put it in there. It's not like the beanstalk and all that kind of. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is like, what if the thing you're rushing into to grow just needs the right soil and time? A lot of times when people come in, they don't have everything quite set up. Now we're gonna go like this. So the seed, which would be why I said yes. So I got started in travel 23 years ago, and I got started because I figured, you know what? Let me make money. I was already booking travel, but I got started with the current company that I'm with, going on 10 years this year, because I was following up under behind somebody else who I trusted. I trusted their leadership, and I loved travel. When I first got started, I didn't do it. I'm not in business because I'm bored. I'm not here because it's a hobby. I wanted more options in life. I wanted to travel better. I wanted to learn the insiders, because guys, who doesn't want to know the inside of perks of being a travel business owner, being on the inside? People do, right? But I also wanted to build to the point where I wanted more control, more time, and obviously I wanted more experiences. Now, when I did get started, I did have a lot of questions because, like I said, I had been a travel agent for a while and then several businesses. But after I had the conversations that I needed to have with the people I needed to have it with, everything was really good, right? Now, when I started this business, I honestly, when I planned it, like they say, when I planted this business, I didn't know where it would go. I didn't know how it was going to grow or anything like that, because just like in planting, I've planted things in my backyard that didn't come to, you know what I mean? So I was, what, we're going to do this one more time. Because to be honest, when I got started with this company, if it didn't work, it wasn't going to work. I was a little done at that point, right? But I knew I couldn't just keep living off the whole idea of hope and hustle, right? So we're going to talk about what helped me grow. And I'm going to tell you right now, all types of things can help you grow. It can be the fertilizer, the water, the compost. But for me, it was the support system up front. That was the first thing that got me really into this business and really believing, because one, I was following two people who I really did trust, but I love the fact that I had so much support from both businesses that it was just crazy. And I wasn't quite used to that. I was used to having doing everything on my own. Guys, I'm a Leo and the oldest of three from New York. So we're used to doing the hustle on our own. But I love the idea that we had such an amazing support system. And we have it on both sides of the business. Don't get it wrong, right? But that was the first thing that started building my foundation. In this case, that was the soil, part of the soil. What made it even better was the product that the travel agency has makes sense. Like, it's travel, but it wasn't about just trying to make people travel so you can make money. It was about making sure that when people traveled, you was giving them the information they needed, which meant you had to get the training, which I love that. You know what I mean? I love being able to have that mentorship, and then even some of the automation tools that we've gotten over the years, and I like the idea to move at your own pace. Now, guys, everybody knows that, well, not new, but when I first got started with this side, I wasn't really into building a team. Understood it, set my table, I had the business, but I was like, I'm gonna book trips. Then people started building and wanted to join with me. So I started building, and through it all, there's also the people that are around me, people that have joined the business, people have joined and have left. I've learned from a lot of different people, and understand that every plant needs the right soil. And this company gave me the roots. And then the travel side gave me the branches really to stretch out to the places I want to dream of. Guys, I never thought that I would be an ambassador in this organization. I never thought that I would be the one teaching and inspiring people the way I have over the past 10 years, because that just wasn't me. I wasn't the one that was going to sit up front, do the training and all of that kind of stuff. I kind of really just wanted to be in the back. But as I got here and I got more comfortable, I grew. Now, don't get me wrong. We're going to be real about it. I've had setbacks. I've had my own self-doubt. I still have my own self-doubt. I don't think you're human if you don't have self-doubt sometimes. But of course, because I have that good soil is good, right? I felt unsure of where I should be, what I should do. Should I level up? Should I sit down? Am I moving too fast? Did I hurt that person's feelings? Am I doing enough? Am I doing too much? People not understanding what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. But because of the support that we have, think about it like this. I'm in my pot and I'm growing, but now I got the support in the dirt with me. So yeah, people may not understand what I'm doing, but I got the support of other people who are going through it with me. And that's the key thing. We're going through it. Now I want you to understand there's a lot of work that we do behind the scenes. It's like in the garden, weeds are going to show up, the doubt, the distractions, the opinions. But you know what? I kept pruning. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I over pruned. But it happens. I did that with one of my plants. But guess what happened? I stayed consistent with my plant. I kept watering it. I followed the instructions and my plant's coming back. And that's what happens here. So I want you guys to understand, this is not something that's going to be perfect. Nothing truly is perfect, because I made banana bread and it didn't come out right. So that's why y'all didn't see it. But I'm going to do round 2 this weekend. But I love it. And then as you get to learn, as you get to grow, as you start networking, connecting with people, you start building that self-confidence. I love when I see business partners have that self-confidence, and you just see them they got a little more of an arch in their back, the head turns a little bit more. I love seeing when people get to that level. That means they're blooming, they're growing, they're starting to go ahead and show their true colors. And I've watched not just my business bloom, but I've seen other people's. I've seen income grow. Guys, income does grow, but I've seen mindset change, relationships change. People are traveling to places. I've traveled to places with people I never thought that I'd be able to do. And the freedoms to do things that some people now in this world are just sitting here saying, I wish, when I could say I did. You know what I mean? Now understand, I've built something that is steady. Everybody grows at a different pace. Everyone's going to build at a different pace. Everyone's going to succeed at a different pace. Think about it. I can grow tomatoes in a couple of months, where it's going to take me several years for my citrus trees in the back to really give me that fruit. So you got to have patience, and everybody knows being patient. We're not the best friends, but I understand what's going to come. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing. I definitely do want people to take a look at what we're doing. And guys, you know me, never no pressure. I don't do the hype. I'm straightforward, New Yorker all the way. But we are going to have an event, if you're watching this early, and it's going to be a live presentation with me and some of my wonderful business partners. If you want to hear about it, want to know more about it, go ahead and drop something in the chat and let me know, so I can go ahead and send you the information privately. I don't blast it on top of social media or anything like that, just because, I want to talk to you first. So we get to know you first before we go into all of that. So like I said, if you're watching this and something in your life feels rootless, let's have a conversation. I don't have all the answers, but I do got the soil. I got the space and I got the tools, and I'm willing to help you grow too. So guys, I'm super excited. I did this live. It was just something that was on my mind. And then I will post photos of the banana plant that I'm going to go ahead and repot real quick. And then you can see how things are going. And if you like to plant and grow, I would love to connect with you as well. But let's get going. Let's have some fun. Let's travel the world. Let's go ahead and create those roots like a good oak tree that doesn't get moved by what's going on outside of it and around it. It just stays there and grows. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. I didn't mean to slam the table. I'm having a good evening. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye. If I can get it to end the stream.